With Star Citizen close to releasing patch 313, I wanted to touch on a few parts of the latest sprint, such as the incoming Hercules, as well as the apparently controversial ship naming, including what to be aware of and when. Welcome back, Goons and citizens of the stars. For those new here, I am Gipsy Ronin. While it may show as tentative, rest assured the entire community in Star Citizen is busy going,
"Oh, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules!"
So far, all signs point to yes, and we will in fact see the Crusader Hercules coming very, very soon. And this could bring in the beginning of actual ground warfare, as we suspiciously have the Temporal Nova on the horizon as well. CIG needed to get the Nova involved for theaters of war, which I have no doubt escalated the need for the Hercules, as having large ground vehicles with nothing to fly them to destinations with outside of the 890 jump was simply not going to cut it. The C2 and the M2 Hercules are showing as incoming, with the A2 possibly later in the year, as it will have not only many bespoke parts, but also have players who have aspirations of fixed land positions cower in fear. Comment below on which of the Hercules variants you either want or have, and why. With patch 313, we can also see the incoming of mining subcomponents. Ah, yes, mining subcomponents. I get the desire to have loads of work on mining, and I'm sure there's reason for it. Shit is fine, but could we please, for the love of God, see some attention on some other professions? Also expected will be much needed improvement to shield effects. With shield effects version 2, this will give a visual communication to not only where the damage is being inflicted, but finally to what degree damage is being done in that specific area. Going back to the Nova Tonk, mounted guns are also on the horizon. Expect to see mounted guns along with the Hercules and the incoming tank, aka the Tonk. Those new here, we can see just how much Theaters of War is starting to see the need for development on ground warfare. I personally do not find it as a coincidence that out of the blue we have a tank incoming, a vehicle to haul said tank, as well as finally being able to use mounted guns on such vehicles as the Cyclone. Looking forward to that. Have some Halo vibes there. Merlin docking. Constellation lovers rejoice. This appears, as of this date, to finally be occurring. It will no longer be this ball sack of a spacecraft hanging off the back of your constellation. Rejoice, you've earned it. There have been some comments regarding how the constellation will actually be docking to the ship, but in my personal opinion, just my opinion, some people want an overly complicated system that will go in place, whereas I personally feel I don't think we need to do everything all the time. To simply dock a ship, I think it is fine if on occasion you just want to go ahead and align and just simply have the system dock for you. Force reactions. Not saying that I do not want to see this in the game, but I do seeing it being a pain initially and some good trolling. I am sure the creative players out there will find ways to use this. And vehicle names. Oddly enough, this is becoming the biggest and most anticipated feature. For those new to this, please be aware there will be an absolute flood of people naming their ships, and as of now, ship names will be unique.
And you landed on McLovin.
Yeah, I was between that and Muhammad.
So for those who have dreams of having a ship named the Millennium Falcon, I am sure it is already taken, and you will not be able to use it. Unless you go ahead and do some crazy lead speak alterations, but just be mentally prepared for disappointment. Furthermore, only a few ships, as of now, will be allowed to have names. Those ships being the Origin 600I, the Origin 890 Jump, the Aegis Hammerhead, Aegis Reclaimer, Crusader, Mercury Starrunner, and the Anvil Carrack. As the first wave has already taken place, be ready for the second, third, and fourth wave. That is right, they are anticipating a huge wave of people wanting to get in there and claim that ship name, so to make things easier, they're having it roll out in phases. So please look out for that. First wave already happened, which means the second wave, which is going to be happening on March 8th. So check your calendars and set a reminder. Those whom will be able to name their ships will be those that reside in the realm of Concierge and pledges from 2018. Third wave will be on March 15th, which will open up for pledges from 2019, and the fourth wave being on March 22nd for the pledges from 2020. Also know that any pledges for ships acquired in 2021 over the last couple of months will be in Wave 4. One of the big things to also remember when it comes to ship naming, please keep this on your mind if you want to go ahead and think of these ship names now. There is a character limit, 32 characters for a given name that must consist of ASCII characters of letters, numbers, spaces, and or dashes in any combination. Spaces and dashes, while allowed, cannot be consecutively repeated in the ship's name and cannot be on the outside of the name. Please see the description below for a direct link to the ship naming guide or more detailed information on the do's and don'ts of what you can and cannot do. And that will go ahead and wrap it up for this episode, and I will see you on the next one. Ah, you're still there. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Gipsy Ronin, a member of the Goon Squadron. We are glad you stayed around. Goon Squadron is seeking to build up its numbers with talented individuals such as yourself. Come visit us at goonsquadron.com for more information, including direct links to all things related to Goon Squadron. We thank you for joining us today, and if you wish to see more content, please like and subscribe. Take care, my friends, and we will see you in the verse.
Attention citizens. Security forces have reason to believe members of Goon Squadron have breached corporate city defense protocols. Be aware.